Which TNG character would you be?
Oh
Me?
my goodness.
Man, that'd be
Where's
tough
everybody
to
at?
choose. I have my favorite, but I don't want to be. I don't think I'd want to be my favorite. Let's see. If I had to pick a character,
I'd want to be Riker's beard.
It's glorious.
Well, you could go a different way with that, and it could be, Riker's beard in the sense of,
Yeah, we get the double entendre.
Riker's not my favorite character, but I think I might choose Riker just because he got the most action.
If
He
you're
is freaking awesome, man.
if you're Riker, then I would have to be Deanna Troy, which I wouldn't mind anyway.
Well, you wouldn't mind. You wouldn't want me to
I'd
be
make a
Riker
good,
if you're
you know,
Deanna
I'd
Troy.
make a well. They end up together eventually.
Yeah, but
So but,
There's a lot of
there's a lot of banging in between.
Well,
Yeah, well.
Troy did have relationships besides Riker too.
Yep,
so-
exactly. But see, the thing is that
Sorry.
with Troy, I'm an empathic kind of a person anyway, so I would just kind of fall right into the whole empath. And
You wouldn't choose Lixana Troy?
no, she's kind of a hag bag.
She's
She's
sad,
a bit of a whore.
lonely,
She's a sad, lonely old
eccentric
woman.
She totally wants to bang Picard.
You couldn't choose Picard
to bang
because that
everybody.
dude never got laid. And, you couldn't choose Data. He's awesome, but he also has no emotions, and he's always... he's also no soul.
Data is my favorite
He's my
Star
favorite
Trek
too.
character.
He's my favorite too, but...
I
Life.
when I was a
forms.
kid, at my
Tiny
Little life form.
Sorry.
my cousin's wedding,
Just little life.
myself and two other of my cousins
Where are
decided
you?
that we would play
Doo-doo.
Star Trek: The Next Generation, while we had nothing else to do. I was Data. My cousin Cassie was
Troy?
Yar,
Oh, really?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, that is the one I would never want to be.
and I can't remember who my other cousin was. I don't remember, but
Which cousin? Steven?
yes,
Oh my gosh.
but
I can just imagine.
you know what? I take it back. I don't think it was him. I think it was just another
Kid that was around.
kid who was in our relative peer group. My cousin's a few years, like 3 years older than me.
Are you trapping me in here?
Yes.
But
you
but anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'd still have to go with Data because the amount of knowledge he possesses.
Yeah, but he's got no emotions, so how can he enjoy anything? He doesn't enjoy anything. He just kind of functions. He just does. That's why I wouldn't choose him.
You know what?
He enjoys things. He does. He
I'm
gets
sorry.
his emotion chips and he enjoys.
Well,
He's
I
very
think-
curious.
I think that even before his emotion chips, I think it's different than the way we do, but I think he does actually
If
enjoy
I can
things.
step in just 1 second, I'd like to point out that Cool Ranch Doritos are my emotion chips.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, but what I was saying is, I think on some level, I think Data enjoys things.
Yeah, he's
You know,
he's a very curious person. He likes to explore and do things.
It's
you
not
know?
necessarily exactly the way that we enjoy things, but I mean, he doesn't. But I think he does have moments like that. So anyway,
Speaking of Yar, he did do the Yar.
Yep.
yeah, he did. Go away, Denise Crosby.
Hello, train.
likes you.
So to completely change the topic,
I'm laying down a.
This is about books. Has reading a book ever changed your life?
Yes.
Which one and why?
Oh,
And
God,
the
so-
answer had better not start with toi.
I would have to say that I've had several. Throughout my
I agree
life.
too. I don't know if I want to talk about him, but
But of course, the main one that I'm going to say is the Bible.
Yeah. Maid to Crave.
heck, look at my screen.
Sorry, I messed this up. I need to.
Did you see that?
I
What?
need to do this.
It popped up and said snow. A snow block, a convenient way to store snowballs.
Oh, that's the little. Yeah.
I rolled over the.
Somebody have a shovel that they can try to get these blocks up with, because I messed up laying these things down. I'm gonna make like an entryway here.
Where are you?
Right here, these three here. I don't want to run them if you can get them with a shovel.
Get the balls.
Yeah.
We got a crafting table out here.
We can
I would
make
have to
one
say, I'll go ahead and say, you asked the question, I'll go ahead and tell you. Probably the book that pops to mind that I would say changed my life would be A Ragamuffin Gospel. Look it up. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to get into religion, so that's
yeah.
what.
There's also been books that, like, I hate when I do that. There's been books that have been very, like, the book that was the one that, like, made me realize that reading was, like, an escape from the crap that I put up with as a kid. You know, there were books like that really, you know, were important to me. Sheep, get the hell out of my way. I'm gonna kill your ass. Get out of there. Trying to jump in my doorway. I mean, there were books like that, but, like, I honestly can't remember the title of the book that I read. I started reading, like, AR books. There's a creeper. Shit.
Oh, great.
Blowing holes in shit.
That's great. I watched that happen.
Creeper. Asshole creeper. Sorry. The book that made me realize I wanted to be a writer was,
I'm out of dirt.
the book that really made me realize that was, White Oleander.
What kind of floor we want in this house?
Do we want a cobble floor? I got some cobble.
I've got wood if we want that too.
I'm gonna fill in some holes with dirt.
Yeah, I'm out of dirt
Too
already.
bad we can't just fill it with water, so it turns into ice. Boy, you know, I'm not really sure. I don't know, change your life is a big statement.
Yeah, it sure is.
I'll tell you what, and I've mentioned this before, one of my favorite books as of late is, it's called Ready Player One.
I've heard you talk about that
And,
before.
It's, the audiobook is done by Will Wheaton.
yeah. And, it's basically like futuristic thing where, there's a big hunt to take over the world's biggest company. It's kind of like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory sort of thing where they're looking for somebody to take over. And but the guy was obsessed with the 80s, so everything has to do with like the 80s and like classic movies and video games and music and stuff like that. And it's really cool. It is kind of the pinnacle of nerd culture, I would say right now. So.
I think you actually gave me that audiobook. I haven't listened to it yet.
How dare you, sir?
I've just been so occupied with other podcasts that I just can't seem to make the time to do it.
If you haven't read the Game of Thrones series, I highly recommend it. Don't get overly attached to anyone.
Yeah, I've heard recent stories of terrible episodes. And people who've read the book are like, duh.
Yeah.
Haven't you read the
They're
book?
like, how could HBO let this happen? HBO didn't do that.
Now, don't go into specifics because I don't know the details. I just know that
Yeah.
people die that, you know, that nobody people didn't expect to die. So
Okay, TV shows a lot of times though will not necessarily follow the book. For example, the Pretty Little Liars series, there's a character that dies in the books that does not die in the series. So
Just the title
Have you read
of
the-
that
That's
freaking
because
show
he's
makes me
extremely-
not want to watch it. It
It
makes
is-
me feel
it
like
is
it's the
actually-
popular kids at school, and I just don't even want to.
it is actually really, 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 really good.
One quick note about the whole.
And no, I haven't read the books. I've read articles and
One
stuff.
quick note is the author of the.
Oh, what the hell is that?
That was weird. The author of the books is actually one of the writers for the show,
Yeah.
and so it's weird because there are changes, but but they're like author approved changes, so it's really weird.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Here.
y'all ready for new questions?
It's rising.
Yes, please.
Anybody want these blocks of snow that's designing this house? I'm not really doing any
All
of
right.
the designing.
What would you do
Just
if you
putting
had
stuff
if you
down.
were given right now $1 million?
Oh boy.
Oh, I know the first thing I do.
Yeah, me too.
Buy a house.
Yep.
Yep. First thing I do is a lot of matching this house. Then I go buy a house.
I'm sorry, y'all. The correct answer was 2 chicks at once.
God.
if you've seen Office Space, that's a reference there.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, yeah.
First, yeah, I would do that. Set up college funds for my kids. And, well, I would also tithe. Because that's just, a thing.
I think I have to stick with the answer that I came up with a long time ago, which is I would turn that money into some sort of business to generate
Hey, Keelan, you want to pick up
constant
the snow
income.
here? Or wife? One of you?
Trying to use it as some sort of investment.
Yeah, I definitely would. What I would do is, okay, I'll tell you, the very first thing I would do, quit my job.
Ugh.
Hells yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? So I just threw a snowball in the house, and it like curved
There's
and
a
hit a
creeper
painting and
over
knocked it off the
there.
wall.
Wow. So
I
then,
don't like
then I would spend a lot of. The thing about it is, most people say, "Oh yeah, $1 million changed my life. I would have everything I needed. I would work anymore."
Oh, $1 million should go real damn quick.
Well, okay, no matter what it is, a large amount of money. You can say 2 million, 5 million, whatever you want it to be enough money to where you could have pretty much whatever you want the rest of your life, right? $1 million is not much these days, but let's
No.
just say a large sum of money. Most people don't realize is that it would destroy your life as you know it right now. You say it won't change you, but you may be right about that, but it will change the people. Oh, crap. It will change the people that you know.
I've heard somebody say one time that that you'll learn real quick who your real friends are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
what are you doing?
I'm sorry. I was building the roof, but I blocked. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to block you.
It's uneven.
Huh?
The back is uneven.
Uneven.
I was just laying down blocks. Nobody's told me anything about where they put anything, so I'm just laying
What's
stuff
uneven?
down.
What are you talking about?
It's all off center now.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay. Not a big deal. It just sort of
The
caught me
windows are
off guard. I swear it wasn't like that when I left, but I guess the creeper did blow things up. Okay, let's see here.
So anyway, well, I mean, there's been so many people that. Oh, were we going higher than that? Crap.
Not necessarily. Sorry,
Oh, we
not
could-
necessarily for the roof. I'm just trying
We
to
could
make
do-
another floor. This is
Yeah,
supposed to
we
be a
could-
fortress, right?
Yeah, we could do more than
Our
one floor.
castle.
That's right.
Where did these pigs come from? Who
Oh,
let the pigs
they in our
in?
house?
I ordered out.
They're in the courtyard.
Breed them. We'll have a pig farm in our front yard. Hey,
Who let the pigs in?
we're white trash, right?
Yep.
So,
Ow.
back to what I was talking about. It's, it'd be very difficult to go about your everyday life just like you do now, but it's still the same friend you have without having to give them tons of money without to make them happy. And then when they take that money, they're going to destroy their own lives with whether it be them getting bad into drugs or bad investments and destroying their own life. And you know what I mean? You're very much it can really destroy a person. It really can.
Yeah. Well, something else too is that I would probably, if something like that happened, I would probably not tell a whole lot of people.
See, you can't do how you do that, especially where we live. We live in a town of 5,500 people. How do you not tell somebody when you suddenly have millions of dollars?
I inherited an amount of money that you don't have to disclose the amount.
Well, I think, at least for me, I certainly wouldn't go around telling people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it would just be sort of one of those. I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Things. That probably. I mean, you know, it'll only last for so long, but
Yeah. Think about that is that I don't know where it is everywhere else, but there's a lot of lotteries. I don't know if it's the Texas lottery or if it's just like the Powerball. One of them, you actually have to tell them. You know, not tell them, but they disclose your name. You can't make it anonymous. You used to be able to make a trust in your name, all this, and claim the money and make it 100% anonymous. So I don't know who has it, but now you have to tell them. The whole world will know who it is. And
Yeah.
it'll be in the paper. It'll be everywhere. Everyone will know.
Yeah, the local paper will want to run a story,
Yep.
and they'll make my husband cover it.
Which would be interesting if your husband was the one who won the lottery.
Well, then he would quit. He wouldn't have to cover it.
Keep falling.
If I won the
Okay.
lottery, he could quit.
topic changes again.
Deja vu.
End with something fun here. Fun and games.
Haha.
What was your favorite game to play as a child?
Oh my goodness.
Video games?
It just says game.
We played a lot of hide and seek when I was a kid.
Kick the can. Y'all play kick the can? Are y'all country enough for that?
No.
Afraid not.
Am I the only?
We played cool games, man.
Kick the can is awesome. Don't knock it till you tried it.
You're old.
One of my favorite, like school kind of games, like classroom games,
Oh,
was
7 Up?
Heads Up, 7 Up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And yeah,
I'm out of snow. Kick the can is not like, hey, I want to walk down the road and kick a can. No, it's actually a game of the rules, and it's a lot of fun. Trust me.
Played a lot of different games.
I like board games. I like
Yeah,
to play
kick that 7 Up thing, and that was a fun at school. We always played that on days when like
Wall ball.
School. Wall ball. Yeah, yeah. That's a very. I don't know. That's if you ever heard of wall ball, and you don't live where we live, please put a comment. And I want to hear. I want to hear about. See, there's a very interesting thing that happens in a lot of schools that there's this, for lack of a better term, tribal knowledge, where you learn something in school that you only hear about in school. Like wall ball's example. It's a game that I never heard about anywhere else other than in school.
yep.
And then each class teaches the next one in line as they come up into the, like in junior high, teaches the next one in line the game or the culture or the rhyme or the phrase or whatever it is that's popular. And it just stays within that school throughout the years. And I just love that concept. I think it's a neat idea. And I'm wondering if anybody else has ever heard of that, if that's just like a local thing for us.
Played the crap out of wall balls.
We had a version of wall ball, but I don't know that necessarily it was the same game. Because
Autosave.
Alright.
Well, this seems a good place to wrap it.
Yep.
So,
Hold on. One more question. Do you play video games now?
yes.
No.
No, I don't play
Well, right
video
now,
games.
no.
I stay
Right
away
now,
from-
I stare at the screen as it saves. Now I'm playing video games.
All right.
I stopped playing video games a long time
Well,
ago.
Yeah, we put away childish things.
Too immature.
so
Do I play video games? Good
yeah,
God.
I thought that was a funny question.
That's
to,
funny. Yeah.
To ask. So,
Good one.
well, I guess we're wrapping up there then,
Yep.
and let's get a quick look at the Snow Castle's construction.
I'm
There's
working on the floor.
Okay, I was gonna say there's a
I
hole
have
in the
cobble.
floor. Let's take a quick look upstairs. We need stairs. That'll come soon. And then I imagine, is this the? Are we gonna have one more floor up? And put,
Probably one or
like
two.
the roof with the stuff.
Battlements.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Turrets, perhaps.
Turrets.
Anyway,
Oh, dang it.
but that is a project for another day. So we will bid you all a fond mooel. Moo.
Moo.
I'm a cow.
Are you?
I'm a cow, motherfucker.
I'm a mushroom.
I am. Oh, I'm sneaking.
I'm a cow, melon farmer.
I'm a I'm a zombie with a birthday cake on my head.
Your
You're a
birthday zombie.
She's the very rare unicorn zombie.
That's kind of look like a unicorn horn, doesn't it?
So, anyway.
Stalk us on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes. Do all the things in the description.
Share with your friends.
I'm fine. I'm over here.
The more you hit
here.
that like button, the better off you're helping us. So we can make more videos like this.
And if you comment and tell
Watch
us what
over
you
here.
actually want to
Watch
see,
your
we
step.
can do what you want us to do.
Oh,
I'm near. I'm far.
it's hard to walk in that
Near?
video.
I'm far.
All right.
Over.
We're gone.
Far.
Bye.
See ya. What do you want to be?